Hello YouTube, this is Eric at FlexPVC.com. I'm making this video here. This has nothing to do with our product, although we may sell this product at some point in the future. But this is a product we've been using for a really long time. Our warehouse is a metal building, and we're in Nevada, just outside of Vegas, so it gets really hot. 110, 115 out here at the extreme, 117 once. Anyways, it gets really hot, and the metal building just acts as a gigantic oven. So literally the first year we moved here, we started looking for some sort of solution, and I bought probably about 5 different companies radiant barrier. I tried them all, and the company that we picked, we now have in my home, in this shelter here, what I'm putting up right now, and the warehouse behind me, and the other shed for the cutting of the pipe, and out in the back where we cut additional pipe. So we've got it everywhere. I don't know how many thousands of feet we bought from these people, but I wanted to show you really what a difference it makes. Okay, so this is a shed here. Now this shed here is made by, we made this ourselves, and the material itself is a greenhouse material, and we bought it because it blocks the UV light, so it protects our pipe. All this pipe back here, this has to be protected from the sun, because the sun will degrade it, and certainly we don't want to sell something to somebody that's already been degraded before they get it. So we researched out, found a company that makes these panels here, and ran it by the engineering and the research and development people, and said, yeah, that's perfect. So it does let light through, but it blocks the UV and the whatever frequencies that damages the pipe. However, when we built this shelter, even though it's completely open all the way around, it was like an oven in here. It's just absolutely unreal. It's so hot. Same thing with the metal building over there. That was one of the reasons why I went with this material. It's plastic, and the other one was metal, and it was really hot. So I said, we're going to do this one in plastic, which, okay, it's a little bit better, but not much. It's still pretty hot. And the reason is because it's not blocking all of the radiation. It's blocking the damaging radiation and still letting light through. So we said, okay, I'm going to get some radiant barrier, stick it up here. And when we ordered it, well, just before we ordered it, they sent an email and said, hey, would you mind making a video? Nope, not at all, because I did make a video a long time ago when we did the warehouse. I did a video for it, dramatic. Truth is, I lost that video. I don't know where it is. So I'm making another one. So I'm going to show you. Right now, let's see if I can take this off the stand. Okay, so this is the silver. Okay, they're both silver on the side that faces the sun. The old stuff is silver on both sides. That's what's in the warehouse and my house, and this new stuff is white, and it looks a little bit nicer than the silver. So that's why we bought it. All right, so I'm going to show you a demonstration now. Okay, so this one, I'm going to measure this one right here. I'm going to shoot my temperature measurer device. It's showing 91.7. It was actually a lot hotter than that just a moment ago, because the time it took me to set the camera and everything up, the sun's gone down. If you look right here, right there, that's where the sun is. It's going down. So actually part of the sun, well actually, okay, I can see it, hold on. The sun is right. The problem with, right there. The problem with the greenhouse material is obviously it diffuses the light, so it's a little hard to see. But basically I got a straight line coming in. The sun is hitting actually back here. I'll shoot it here. So you're at 93. It was at 97 when I came out here. Let's see what it is right now. 96. Okay, there we go. Going down here. Okay, so now this roll, it's the same material as over there. That's this roll. Now I come over here. This one is here. If you look up, the radiant barrier is exactly blocking the sun. So let's just check and see what this guy is. 85. Let's go over here just to make sure. 84. So 90. So that's a 10-degree difference. Now you can't believe what a difference 10 degrees feels like, because you're blocking the. Hold on, let me put this up on the tripod. Oh, what I measured there was the heat that's been absorbed and is re-radiating from this material, and the same stuff is over there. It's the same material, our flexible PVC pipe. That's 10 degrees, and actually this was 97, so it's a little bit more than that. And the sun's coming down, so this one, it's starting to come down underneath. So this is getting a little warmer because it's not being completely blocked as the sun's coming down. When we did the roll-up door on the warehouse, I bought a bunch of different samples, and I cut about a 1 foot square of each one, and we mounted it to the door. And I got to tell you about how we did that. So we mounted it to the roll-up door, which is all metal. And the roll-up door before was so hot, literally, if you brushed against it in the middle of the summer, against your arm, it would burn. It would leave a red mark. So it was really hot. Don't remember the temperature we measured now, but it was very hot. So we bought a bunch of different company stuff, and what we did was, it's corrugated, okay? It's one of those corrugated roll-up doors. So what we did, and this was an enormous amount of work, but I'm so glad we did it because it made a phenomenal difference. We used two-sided tape. Hold on, it's either Dusto or a fire. Okay, we used a two-sided tape, a special high-heat two-sided tape. We contacted, I think it was 3M, and said, here's what we're doing, where we're attaching this to this. What do we use? So they provided us, and it was pretty expensive tape. I think we had probably 300 bucks in it. And this is a really big door, and virtually every single corrugation has got tape on it. The tape is about 1 inch wide, and I'd say it's about a 1/16 thick, not more than that. Someplace between a 32nd and a 1/16. It's really thin. But we then use that little strips, and we then I'll go inside and take a video so you can see it. So we folded it right over so it follows every single corrugation. Okay, so now I'm inside. And here it is. You can see it. I'll bring the camera up close, but I think you can see it from there. And it actually goes over each one and down each one. When I measure my temperature in here, it's 76. It's 76 degrees. And I'm shooting directly onto the radiant barrier, which is attached directly to the roll-up door, which is metal. And the only thing in between the two is, like I said, really thin two-sided tape, special high heat two-sided tape. 6. Okay? So, but you got to look at the whole door, okay? So yeah, a couple teeny spots, and like I said, this has been up there for years. So now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go to the other side, and we're going to shoot the other side. Okay, so now I'm coming outside on the other side of that roll-up door, and you can see it's quite a bit brighter out here. And we'll shoot. Let me get about here. I'm about a meter away, and I'm going to shoot it here. The problem is the glare is so bad I can't see anything on my camera, so you have to trust me. Okay, so we're going to shoot here, and we are at 114. So what do we were 76 on the inside, 114 on the outside, 115 almost. There we go. Let's see if the camera will focus on it. Well, if the camera, I can't tell because the glare I can't see. It's from my the sun so bright. So 116, just trust me. That's what it is on the outside. So would be something 70 on the inside. Even the worst place where it quote wore through, we're at 92. So you're talking 20 degrees difference. And for a gross, if you go with 76, which is if I stand back and I shoot it from a distance and get a big patch, a big sample size, you're talking 76 degrees. So if I do that same thing out here, get a big sample size, 114, 115, depending on where I shoot it. But it's pretty much a whole door. Okay, so here's another one of our building. It's not that hot yet. It's been pretty nice inside. So I'm going to shoot this one. And we're shooting this, and it is 121. 121.4. Let's see if the camera will focus on that so you can see it. 120.9. Someplace in there. 120. Okay. Now we're going to go inside. Alright, so now we're inside this building. Or shed, whatever you want to call it. This is where we cut a lot of our pipe. And I'll set up the camera so you can see it. We're on the same side. Here's the swamp cooler, which it's covered, so we haven't turned it on yet this year. And inside this building, it's very nice. No problem at all. It's gorgeous. Okay, so we'll go here. Zoom in a little bit. Battery's dying. And there we go. Same building. And we're at 84 on that wall. Here, I'll just focus for you. There you go. 84. Okay, so what do we say? 121. So what's that, 36 degrees difference? Same thing, we did this the same way. We used the double-sided tape. Now, we didn't follow the corrugations because that was just way too much of a hassle. We had to do that on the door because the door rolls up and down. So you got to do that. Oh, here, watch, I'll show you this. So I'm just going to take this off the tripod. I got to do this by hand. So when we did this building, we had skylights put in it. Skylight, so bright. Okay, so after we put the radiant barrier in, there was such a dramatic difference that when you stood underneath this skylight, right there, that the heat coming in here was just unbelievable. Even though the rest of the building was all nice and blocking the UV, and the rays from the sun that makes it feel so hot, radiant heat. So what we did was we had a company make these shade cloth coverings, and that's what you can see if I do it like this. The focus. Okay, so what you're looking at there is the shadow of the shade frame. But if I go right there, you see that little window, little spot right there. Okay, that is got no shade cloth. That's polycarbonate. Sorry, it's so dry out here. That's polycarbonate material. That's what they use for the skylight in this building. All right, so I'm going to shoot here on the radiant barrier on the inside. We're at 70 something, 75, 76. Sorry. There we go. Okay, now watch. I'm going to move it up. Here you can. I'll focus so you can see. See my laser right there, a little red dot. Okay, now watch. I'm going to go into the part that does not have the shade cloth and does not have the radiant barrier, and we are at 97, 100. I saw for a second there. Let me get something here. Problem is my camera won't focus. There we go. You saw 102 flash there. There we go, right there. 100. That's the difference, okay? So the polycarbonate is blocking some, but the radiant barrier is clearly blocking a lot more. Okay, so hopefully I'm in focus. This is Eric at FlexPVC.com. I just did this because, like I said, they asked me, hey, would you mind doing a video? And the truth is I already done a video, but I lost it. And it's kind of good because when we did the first video, all we did was the door, the roll-up door. And since then, we've done this shed, we did the other shed, we've done my house. We bought a lot of stuff from these people. We paid for every single thing we got. We didn't get anything for free. It was, we bought it years ago. And I just went and bought another roll. That's the white stuff I showed you earlier. So we're actually probably, well, got to be careful what I say here. We would like to be a dealer for their stuff. However, we have no room. As I don't know if you saw in the video, we're pretty packed in here. So if we could ever find some room. All I'm saying is it's a good enough product that we would absolutely sell it. We're so impressed by the quality of the merchandise. Tough. Holy smokes. Yeah, I should have showed you that. The white stuff that I unrolled, I was putting it up myself. And I was having to pull the roll. So the roll was far away. And I'm telling you, I pulled on that thing really hard. No rip, nothing. Didn't even deform the material. It's really tough. I took a little piece of it. I mean, I don't know. Well, we can go back out there and look at it. It's getting hot though. Here? Where are you? There you are. Okay. So, this is what we just put up on this building. It's white on this side, silver on this side. I don't know if I can tear it. I don't even know if you can. Man, I'm bad at this, guys. I'm sorry. All right. All right, I'm gonna try this. Here we go. Where's the camera? Okay. So I don't know if I can tear it really. Maybe I could. No. Yeah, I did get a little. Well, I deformed it. I didn't really tear it. It's tough. I'm telling you, it is. Here, I'll step on it. Okay. And I know I can do this because I was yanking on this really hard when I was putting it up. Okay, so I can try and take measurements and stuff, but the truth is, until you actually experience the difference it makes, you'll never really believe it. This is Eric at FlexPVC.com. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this video useful. If you need any pipe, flexible pipe fittings and things like that, you know who to call. Just go to our website, FlexPVC.com. Thanks. Bye.